You ever walk away from a conversation and immediately think, why did I say all that? They asked you how you were, and you're suddenly oversharing about sleep, shame, and stuff they didn't even ask you about. ADHD doesn't just make us talk a lot. It makes us spill more than we meant to. So today we're talking about why people with ADHD feel like they talk too much and how we can stop the regret spiral before it kicks in. Hi, I'm Gabe and welcome to Hey Fidgety. I make videos for people with ADHD who overtalk, overthink, and overshare and walk away from conversations like, was that too much? If that sounds like you, stick around and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So let's talk about what's actually happening here. You have ADHD, your brain doesn't always know the line between what's relevant and what's too much. Suddenly you are deep into stress, guilt, and overthinking. And a personal backstory you didn't even mean to share. It's not on purpose. You're not trying to trauma dump. You're just trying to explain the real answer. And your brain doesn't know how to stop once it gets going. Here's the part nobody talks about. We're not trying to over-explain because we want to. We're doing it because we're scared of being misunderstood. Another reason we say too much is because we feel that everything is connected. It leads to another and another and another, and before you know it, you're 5 tangents deep into a story you don't even remember. And in my head, it makes perfect sense. But out loud, it sounds like I'm oversharing on purpose. When really, I'm just narrating the thought map that got me here. We don't just answer, we accidentally build documentaries. The last reason we say too much is because silence feels unsafe. A pause in a convo doesn't register as normal. It registers as danger. So instead of letting a moment breathe, we rush in, fill it with more words, more context, more clarifying. Because if we stop talking, the spiral starts. And sometimes saying too much feels safer than being quiet. Okay, so what do you do when your brain wants to explain everything forever? Start by saying the actual point first. Not the apology, not the context, not the emotional pre-roll, just the core sentence. Hey, I can't make it tonight. Then stop. If they need more info, they'll ask. You do not have to give them your whole life story. When you say the thing, leave space. Don't panic and fill it. Don't apologize for it. Don't try to smooth it over. Just let it land. The brain's gonna scream, say more, fix it, make them feel better. Silence doesn't mean something went wrong. It might actually mean the conversation's working. If you catch yourself mid-spiral, don't freak out. Just pause and say, am I over-explaining? Let me say that simpler. It doesn't make you awkward. That makes you self-aware. And people respect that way more than a 7-minute ramble about your internal motivations. If you ever felt like you said too much, you are not alone. It's not because you're broken. It's because your brain doesn't want to be misunderstood. You're not over-explaining for fun. You're trying to feel safe. And yeah, sometimes we say too much, and you can practice by saying just enough. And that's a big deal. What's the weirdest thing you've overshared and immediately regretted it? And if your brain lives in chaos mode, you are in the right place. Subscribe to Hey Fidgety.